when I speak about this topic, I like to say that it's the best of times, it's the worst of times. That in terms of the traditional indicators, economic growth, stock market, how much it's grown from what President Obama inherited in January 2009, on approximately 100 months, straight months of job growth, by those measures, people should be enormously happy. And yet, the reality for most Americans is they have not had real wage growth in a generation. The indicator that you use, Dr. Zamdi, of median household income is completely flat. Moreover, if you compare where we are today versus 30 years ago, about 30 years ago when you compared the top 1% and everyone else, they were about equal shares of wealth. Today, it's a 2-to-1 gap. And the 2-to-1 gap is the top 1% versus everywhere else. So I don't begrudge the top 1% anything. I'm very proud as a Pennsylvanian particularly about your success and the success of others. What I begrudge is the fact that Ms. Tirado and so many in my district in Philadelphia have not benefited from those gains. And that we just passed a massive tax cut last Congress in which 83% of the benefit went to the top 1%. George W. Bush's tax cuts in 2001 and 2003, well, I was not necessarily, it wasn't in Congress at the time, was in graduate school, but, which will get me to my next topic of student loans. But back in those tax cuts, 27% of the benefit went to the top 1%. Tax cuts that were just passed in Republican Congress, 83% went to the wealthiest 1%. So, given that, it really is the best of times and the worst of times.